Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this occasion, our groups will present about teaching strategies using whole language approach. Before we start the presentation, let me introduce our member. My name is Raihan Rishanda as first speaker, Rifki Rifadil Al-Ghifari as second speaker, Mu'min as third speaker, Muhammad Alif Aldianurrusydi as fourth speaker, and Arjuna Agil Amnur as the last speaker. A whole language approach, or WLA, is language learning strategy that aims to help students understand language thoroughly through context and experience rather than just focusing on specific aspects such as vocabulary or grammar. The concept of WLA is that a language is a system made up of interrelated elements such as vocabulary, grammar, and context, and students must learn the language as an interrelated whole. In WLA, teachers and students work together to build meaning through reading, writing, and speaking in real-life situations. The whole language approach incorporates a variety of activities to help students develop reading skills such as 1. Shared reading. In the whole language approach, shared reading is an important component of teaching reading. It involves the teacher reading a text aloud to the class while encouraging students to actively participate in the reading process. During shared reading, the teacher typically models good reading strategies such as decoding difficult words, using context clues, and making predictions. Students may be asked to participate by reading along silently, reading aloud in unison, or taking turns reading parts of the text. Shared reading can be used with a variety of texts, including books, poems, songs, and other types of literature.
Okay, the second is guided reading. In the whole language approach, guided reading is another important component of teaching reading. Guided reading involves small group instruction, where the teacher guides students in reading a text and helps them to develop strategies for comprehension. During guided reading, the teacher selects a text that is appropriate for the reading level of the group and provides support and guidance as a student read the text independently or take turn reading aloud. The teacher may also ask questions and engage in discussion to help students understand the text and make connection to their own experience. Guided reading is often used in conjunction with other reading activities such as shared reading and independent reading. It is an effective way to help students develop reading fluency, build vocabulary, and improve their comprehension skill. Thank you.
Okay, independent reading. Independent reading involves students reading on their own and choosing materials that interest them. During independent reading, students have the opportunity to select books or other reading materials that match their reading level and personal interests. They read independently at their own pace and may be encouraged to give a reading log or participate in book discussion to share their thoughts and insights about what they have read. Independent reading is important because it allows students to develop a love of reading and to explore topics that are of interest to them. It also helps them to build reading fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension skills.
4 is writing. Writing is considered an essential component of language learning, and it closely connected to reading. The approach recognizes that reading and writing are interdependent, and that students need to develop both of skills in order to become proficient communicators. The whole language approach encourages students to write their own stories and books and to engage in a variety of writing activities that promote self-expression and creativity. By writing their own stories, students are able to apply the reading skills they have learned, such as understanding story structures, character development, and plot, while also developing their own voice as writers. The whole language approach recognizes the importance of writing as an essential component of language learning and emphasizes the connection between reading and writing.
Okay, in conclusion, the whole language approach is an effective method of teaching reading that emphasizes the importance of using engaging and meaningful reading materials, promoting a love of reading, and connecting reading and writing. The whole language approach seeks to make reading activities more enjoyable and relevant to students. Teachers act as facilitators and mentors who help students develop language skills by facilitating active student-centered learning. In addition, WLA also pays attention to the individual development of students, so that the learning methods of the strategies applied can be adjusted to the needs and advantage of each student.